radioactive, I've had uranium ore. It ain't going to hurt you. Everything around is radioactive. But I wouldn't hold a radio-enriched isotope rock. You get my point? It's concentrated. And the other thing I should mention about they're capping the wells, so there's no way of knowing what's going down below us. They should have sensors so that we can monitor as time goes by of what's going down.
Again, that's on the state end. Local control, we have none.
I have a copy. My name is Judy Bertram. I have a copy of the cease and desist order for police from the chief. I want to read something really quick. Under findings, we have the chief finds the police placed and caused to be placed crude oil or other fluids associated with the exploration, development, well stimulation, production operations, or plugging of oil and gas resources on the land in a manner that could reasonably be anticipated to cause damage or injury to health or safety or the environment. And there are other findings too, but I don't have time to read them. My question is for Tom Hill.
Yes.
Oh, okay. With all due respect, would that not indicate a lack of oversight by ODNR? You said you were there when he set up the well and and everything was fine. Well, these three findings say, oh no, everything was not fine. And who's on top of this?
My inspectors were there this month to inspect the facility. As Kurt said, there are thousands of spills. Every year. No, I understand that. But if I could turn back the clock and stop that spill, that's being human. That's a man-made facility. We can regulate it to the best degree, and that can't, we can't eliminate all, chances of an accident.
Then put in a solar farm or a wind farm. If you don't have enough inspectors, then don't put in more facilities that can be inspected and safely processed.
Well, actually, if you'll be patient with me, I've been gathering up a few questions, concerns that I've had since about Friday. I spent a good portion of my Easter Sunday writing some of these questions and all of today. So hopefully, I'd really like to get them out, and I'd like to hear some answers. So, just patience.
You're in the front there.
Come on up front.
I don't want to be that far front. But I think this has already been touched on, but I keep hearing crude oil spill. Why would there be so much crude oil on this KDA site that there'd be this much spill?
That's a good question, and I want to answer a couple questions in that. It's a waste product that's oily in nature, I should say that. When you pick up produced water in that from these facilities, it can come out as an emulsion. They'll pull either the flowback water or the produced water, and there's oils trapped in that water, much like a salad dressing. When they bring it in and they put it in the tanks and they put them through multiple stages of settling, injection wells don't like oil. They don't like fresh water. They don't like dirty water. So they have to settle the water out. They want a clean, salt water, heavy water. It's easier to inject. You're literally injecting this water into pore spaces in a rock. If you look at a piece of sandstone under a microscope, there's tiny little pore spaces. That is where they're pushing this fluid into. If you put dirt, oils, just like our pores on our face, it blocks it up and it cannot take water. So that water comes to the surface in the tanks, they're in the tankers, and currently we are investigating how that waste oily substance got on the ground and got into our water.